Hello and welcome back to Down the Shore Homestead. Today's video is going to be how to hook up a rain barrel to your downspout. Now I did make a rain barrel from scratch and I'm going to show you that a little bit later on. But for now we're going to hook up a rain barrel that I purchased and I'll link it in the description below if you don't want to make your own. However, making your own is also very simple and I just wanted to show you both ways of doing this. You can either make your own rain barrel or you can purchase a rain barrel. So what I did was I purchased this kit so that I can hook up the rain barrel that I purchased to our downspout so that I can use this water for the garden that we have in the back. And Rocco's out here hanging out with me. So if this sounds like something that might interest you, then stick around. And as we say around here, let's go down the shore. Rocco, you gonna hang out with mommy and help out? Thanks for sticking around. So in order to hook up this rain barrel to this downspout, you needed the kit that I purchased, and I'll link it in the description below. But basically, it comes with instructions and comes with all of these instructions. So it makes it super easy. So basically, this is what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a tape measure because you have to measure. And it comes with all of these parts, and that's our level and our drill. But it comes with this piece will go in the rain barrel. This piece is the diverter for the downspout. And this obviously connects the diverter to the rain barrel. And this is a winterized plug that you can put into the downspout when you're not using it in the winter. The screws are to hold in the diverter and the plug to weatherize the downspout in the winter. And it comes with the whole saw bits. See, there's multiple ways of doing this. If you made your homemade rain barrel or if you purchased a rain barrel, and depending on the sizes, how you hook it up. But basically, this is what it's going to look like when we're all done. We're going to make sure that the downspout hole and the rain barrel hole that we are going to do are level, and then it's no more than 28 inches max between the downspout and the rain barrel. And it's a minimum of 6 inches in between the downspout and the rain barrel. I'm going to measure 3 inches down on the rain barrel so that I can put the rain barrel seal in the rain barrel. And then I'm going to measure over. Here you can see I'm going to level it out and I'm going to put my hole into the downspout so that we can put the diverter in. It'll go in like this. But for right now, I'm going to drill these 2 holes and I'll be right back. Okay, so we got the 2 holes drilled and it's going to be like 98 degrees today. So if I'm sweating, I apologize. So all we have to do now is put in the seal for the rain barrel and the diverter into the downspout. And now I have to screw in these 2 screws just to make sure this stays in. Now all we have to do is install the hose that connects from the downspout to the rain barrel. Okay, so what I'm going to do is have my husband put water into the downspout and hopefully not get me soaking wet. So my husband is spraying water into the downspout to see if it goes into the rain barrel and down through the downspout. So I hope you guys can see that. Hard for me to see in the camera. He's filling up the downspout. It's coming out the bottom of the downspout. And I believe I can hear it going into the rain barrel. So hopefully you guys can hear through the microphone that you can hear the water coming from the downspout into the rain barrel. Okay, so I'm going to turn the rain barrel on and show you guys that not only did it come out the bottom of the downspout, but it also went into the rain barrel. And there we go. We've got water for the garden. And I can still hear it drizzling into the rain barrel. So, and you can hear Rocco crying in the house. He wants out because I didn't want him getting soaked when my husband was pouring water into the downspout. So this was a success. Now we're going to go to round 2 and I'm going to show you how to finish because I had already started the rain barrel and I had issues with the silicone sealant that I used. I'm going to go grab my homemade rain barrel and finish it up. Okay, so for the next part, this is a 30-gallon generic trash can that I purchased, and all I did was drill a hole here for overflow and drill a hole down here for the spigot that I purchased. And this is the spigot that I purchased to go on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is put this piece on the outside because it has an on-off nozzle right here. And then you hook up a hose to this if you want to, you know, divert the water somewhere else. This is going to actually go out in the garden. So I'll probably just leave the spigot and I'll probably use a watering can. And then this goes on the inside after I put the silicone on and put this in. This will go on the inside with some silicone so that when it fills up to a certain point, the water will be able to come out. Now, if you're worried about algae, because again, this is not a drinking water rain barrel, you can put a piece of copper pipe inside the barrel and it helps keep down the algae buildup. I do this in my pool skimmers. I have a little 3-inch piece of copper pipe that I put into a little plastic container and I drilled holes in it so that it will stay in the skimmer, and it actually helps keep the algae down in the pool. So that's another little trick you can do. I also have a piece of copper pipe, again about 3 inches long, that I keep in the chicken's waterer, and that keeps the algae down in the chicken waterer as well. So let me get this installed and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the spout installed and I forgot to mention the top. So what I did was I cut a hole in the center here with a utility knife. I just basically eyeballed it. Obviously I did this a little while ago, so the tape's starting to come off. But basically I cut a hole. I put some screen in here to keep the mosquitoes out, and then I duct taped it. Gonna have to redo the duct tape a little bit here. But as you can see on the inside, the duct tape's coming off. So I'm going to have to re-duct tape this. But basically what you do is you leave it like this so that when it rains, it fills into the lid and goes through the screen and fills up the barrel. And it's going to most likely overflow in a major rainstorm. So that's what this hole is for. It's an overflow. And that was the size of the PVC pipe that I had for the overflow. So that's why that hole is so big. So what I'm going to do now is go find the piece of pipe that I had for the overflow. And I'm going to silicone that onto the rain barrel and fix my duct tape real quick. And I'll be back. So I found the pipe I used. Now, the guy that I saw make this, he just had a straight pipe through. He didn't have connectors, but I figured if I really wanted this to be sealed and not leak, I would put a piece on the inside and I would be able to screw it on the outside with some silicone to hold it all together. So what I'm going to do, so this piece is going to go on the inside like that. And then this piece is going to go on the outside and connect. And I'm going to silicone this and this. So I'll be back. Okay, so I put some more duct tape on to make sure it was nice and secure. I had to put plumber's putty around the hole on both sides because the hole is bigger than the pipe. When you make your rain barrel, make sure the size of the hole is the exact same size of the pipe so you have a tighter fit and you don't have to use plumber's putty, because when I read the label of the plumber's putty, it said do not use on plastic. So I might have to buy another trash can and redo this. Who knows? So this was like a half failure. Not an epic failure, just a half, but I'm still going to try and use it. So I have to wait for this plumber's putty to completely dry before I test this rain barrel. So what I'm going to do is put it down in our basement because it's nice and cool down there for like 24 hours to make sure that it really sets up good. And then I'll be back with you guys to show you how the rain barrel works, and we'll put it out at the garden when we're all done with that. So basically, to finish this, if it were ready, I would put the lid on, and then you take short bungee cords and you crisscross them. You crisscross them like that across like this around the handles. So now when it rains, it should fill up the lid, seep through the screen, and then if it gets too full, overflow through the pipe. And then when it's full and it'll stop overflowing right below this overflow pipe, I'll be able to fill up a watering can from this rain barrel out by the garden to water some of the plants out there. So step one, purchased rain barrel is all set up, tested, and working properly. And I can use this rain barrel next time it rains for all of the plants that are outside in this location. And then when this rain barrel is ready to go, we'll put it out by the garden to use out there. So stay tuned for step 3. Welcome back. So it's been a couple days, and I think that this rain barrel is ready to test. So I'm going to fill this rain barrel up until it's overflowing to make sure that it comes out of the spigot over here. And I do want to do a little plug for my t-shirt here. My husband and I went to our local Italian fest, and they have a carnival there. And this shirt is from the Wall of Death show that they do. It's $2 to see the show, and there's 3 riders. One is a girl out of Pennsylvania who rides the go-kart, and there's 2 men who ride the motorcycles. One of them has a suicide shift in the middle. One is the oldest rider for the Wheels of Death show. So if this show comes to your area, it's definitely worth the $2 to see the show. I would pay $20 to see this show. It was just amazing. These guys are very talented, and I don't want to tell you any more than there's 2 motorcycles and a go-kart, because it's just an amazing show and you got to see it for yourself. I'll pause, let this thing fill up, and then I'll come back. So I don't know if you can see it, but I saw a small drip. So I may have to put some more silicone around this. Oh, see, there it goes. I see a small drip. So I may have to do a little bit more silicone. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys here that it is overflowing. So let me stop the water. Now I'm also going to show you, it's going to be a little hard because the water is overflowing onto my spigot, but hopefully you can see that I also have water coming out of the spigot. So this rain barrel was a success as well. I'm going to put it over on our garden. I'm going to have to empty this to move it. So what I'm going to do is empty the barrel, and I'll take you over to the permanent placement of this rain barrel. So this is the permanent location of the rain barrel. I put some cinder blocks down, and then I put a square paver on top. So hopefully you guys can see that it's nice and flat. I got the rain barrel on here. We're supposed to get some storms tonight, so hopefully this thing fills up. And hey, Rocco, baby. Hi. So hopefully this fills up tonight. The fence is going to get replaced soon. We're very close to finishing the fence off. We'll do it a few sections at a time. So I'd say that both rain barrels were a success. First rain barrel we put in, we had some severe storms last night, and it definitely filled up, and it definitely works properly. So very excited about that. The storm tonight will prove that this one was a success as well. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to hit the like button. And if you want to see more content like this, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you get all future videos. And if you want to see more of Rocco, don't forget to put some hearts in the comments below. Right, buddy? Rocco, say thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.